the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an interconference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. On the Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. This guy's sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. These guys more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home. Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And here we go from South Beach. His return starts at the 5. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. They'll start this series with an option left. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. Second down. Oh, pistol snap to Jackson. And this is lofted deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35.
56-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 56 yards. And a Raven first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Lamar's going to keep this one. They get to him behind the line, Brock. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 45-yard attempt.
Luke knocks it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
That's a nice kick to begin his game, and make sure an impressive opening drive doesn't come away empty-handed.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, Maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just one touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes. So long as they get the...
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Tua off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And 3 yards is all he was going to get. It's second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Another run for Henry. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Jason Wester right. Turning to Henry on third. Runs around him, he's got space. He has this down to the 34. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
First down, here's Lamar.
He was taken down by Cam Smith. Taken down back at the 42.
Back to the line they come, second down. Lamar now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Complete to Henry on the check down. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
Keeps the
was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
All right, come on. 18. Turbo 1. Check. Crash. Low.
Tagovailoa escapes out to the left. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Second down carry for Achan. They'll cobble together a yard there. Namdi Matabike making that stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Tua out of the pistol. Throwing the out route complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Gets a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Running with Achan here out of the gun. And they'll surrender just a low yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Flush down out to his left. Making the call himself. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Now Tua to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
He finds Bateman on the slant. And this one does not go far.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. We'll pause now for an injured player, and no problems identifying who this is. It's a big one, folks. It is Lamar Jackson who's shaken up after that one.
Ready up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go.
A motion to tight end left. This is Henry on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. First down, here's Tua. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them.
First down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that 1st down. But better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. And it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
Second down at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Achane running right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this. It connects on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
You got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
7, Ravens 3.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Dolphins got it. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins grow their lead on the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap. And that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming. And boy, did it pay dividends.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
14, Ravens 3. Pinion set to kick off.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from one. And the return man is hauled down, and the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Sending the tight end in motion left. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He can run it. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Henry on the option. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Changing it up here, Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Connecting on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Lamar back to throw. Forced that to his right. He takes it himself. Now hit and Jackson loses the ball. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
From the pistol, Henry. He finds space, middle of the field. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Rose caught. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Loop knocks it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10.
Get set. All right, go, go, go.
They'll start the drive with their chance. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time is stuff in the run.
And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got flagged down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Ready, shot. Ready, team.
Running it after the penalty. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones in the mountains are really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw in that direction. How well the defense had that one covered.
Jackson now on 3rd. Dumped off to his running back. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch. And that's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson's going to throw again. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Lamar throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And bring the tight end left. 3rd and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Jackson yet again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back within 5.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs. And he just got it done.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. With the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
All right, come on.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Short pass dropped by his tight end. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. Running down the left side. Jalen Waddle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins push the lead up to 12.
Set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10.
Middle.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. Rolling into enemy territory at the 20. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens trim the deficit down to 5.
Ravens 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
All right, go ahead, go.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he brings this one back. Touchdown Baltimore off the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens take a slim 2-point lead.
Dolphins 21.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. It's H-Hand on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now.
Dolphins 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And he's getting nothing on that return. They ran him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Jackson to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Prior to first down, they decided to call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. And again, it's Jackson. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Again, it's Jackson to the air. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long, they're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in two plays here if they want before the half. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
All right, come on.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He stays up. And they're on him to send him out. And that's going to bring us to the end of this second quarter. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a two-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home to take on the New England Patriots. And it's Justin Herbert leading the charge. This one of his 4 touchdown tosses on the night. The Chargers are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Michael Penix. He's on target with this one. Touchdown from 34 yards out. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons up by 3, 13-10 at the half. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's USC to Notre Dame. Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Bears, looking for a 3rd straight win after an opening week loss, they lead at the half. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. He'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Achan. He continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The 24-yard line.
Tua looking to throw. Here's a screen for Achan. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Hey, get set. Out.
Now they'll hand it off to Achan. And there's the stop. He's got 9 yards on first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Out.
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready, shot. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go, 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 go.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
44. Ready.
Back to throw, Tua. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he makes up for the penalty nicely and then some. Gain of 8, it's going to be 2nd and 7. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Setting up the running back screen. They shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody reading lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down. Air it out on third. Dumped off to his running back. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on fourth down.
Ready.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
32-yard line.
First down, here's Tua. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
32 stinger. Big T. Ready.
Here's a handoff for A-Chain. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Oh, brother, it's another interception.
On it, man. I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. You know it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Mirroring that defense and special teams, defense and special teams. It can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together. And now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. New set of downs for them from the 31.
Ready.
Tagovailoa on first down. On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Here's Tagovailoa. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 46. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here, following the penalty. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Lamar now from the gun. This one's hauled in by Wester. He's going to have this one down to the 20. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Flying down the middle of Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Loop knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
When this offense hasn't been able to reach the end zone, he's been able to end their drives with points anyway. That's now his 3rd field goal, and they're grateful to play some add-on.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Tagovailoa on first down. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Go ahead. Ready?
Tagovailoa back to throw. Hides his back. A-chain. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets this down near the 30.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down after a short game.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Bring the tight end in motion. Drive starts with an option, right side. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Dolphins pick it up. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dolphins get the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it. Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Man in motion here. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
One drawn up here for Lamar. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Changing it up here, Jackson. Jump off, caught by his back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Roughing the passer.
Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Now a run with Henry. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On first down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down. And a 21-yard
2nd down now. They need 7. Design run. Jackson keeping it. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making a 9-point advantage. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. And right away, he just throws that one to another neighborhood. I think we're all a little confused at that, and we do have a flag for grounding now. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He's keeping it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Tua working quickly here.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10.
To throw here on first down. Caught out left. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
They're right here.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain. 14 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
H.N., a first down carry. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. H.N. again. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Screen here. It's Gordon. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here he goes, third and long. He's inside the 10. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. So now, after being backed up just a bit, another first and goal.
Get safe.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for H.N. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
On third and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Big gain, has them across the 40. 30, Derrick Henry. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man left. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Simply put, Kate, and that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Miami offense headed out there now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Ready.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line. Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play.
Ready.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Tua working quickly here.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Again, it's Gordon. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready.
He'll throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
44. Ready.
Desperation time here. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Coach's challenger to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. Has room down the left sideline. And they come through with a defensive touchdown, and they trail by only 1. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. The news probably going his way in the near future. He had somebody there waiting for it that time.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26.
They look to throw it. Into traffic, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
Throwing now. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Tie game, final quarter, the final minutes and seconds ticking away, Brock. I mean, this is dream scenario for a defender to have the chance to score the potential game winner.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand and sometimes at a fault for too many times think about the quarterback. Oh,
Yep.
This is the moment you live for. Oh, you got to maximize the situation. It's the same mindset for these defenders, and when they capitalize on it, well, you could see the celebration by his teammates.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 40.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And after that pick 6 just moments ago, Brock, they now need a touchdown of their own to tie this game up.
Sure does. They need to stem some of that momentum. As quarterback, you just gave that defense. This is where staying in neutral, not too high, not too low, is so very critical.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
44, ready. Wait.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Trying to push deep downfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, it sure seems like they have found a wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and he should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception, you don't like back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Drawn starts with an option, right side. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But you'll hear coaches, especially in this first month of the season, call it stacking wins.
Yep.
And you know, if you can sustain success and you stack these wins early, you're typically a playoff team late.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Miami.